we cannot finish our music talk without speaking to one of New York City's most legendary popping. What else could I say? Like
DJ.
I can't.
Tour DJ.
Like tour DJ, TV DJ. What else? What else can I say? He's in the club. He's in these clubs when they pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID. But Power 105's own
feature presentation.
Wendy Williams. Williams show on.
Yes.
Feature presentation, DJ Sus One.
Welcome.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? I like that intro.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. You got to give flowers to when you got to give your flowers.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all, man. What's good with y'all?
Nothing much. We just, him and her talking.
yeah, we just chatting. So we don't let people join into our chats.
Yes.
Nice.
And for anybody tuned in right now that may be living under a rock and actually don't know who the feature presentation is, please just give them a
They don't got radios.
Oh, you don't have a radio? Dito. Let them know a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, DJ Sus One. I'm on Power 105.1 New York. I'm on Jammin' in Boston. I'm on Live 97.5 in Maryland. I'm on Taste on Dash Radio. I DJ for Mariah Carey. I DJ the Wendy Williams show. I have my own company, the Feature Presentation Studios, where we're working on artists and building artists, and I'm working on some film. And, we just out here working, man. Like, that's who I am today. It's been a long journey and still continuing the journey. I appreciate y'all for having me on the show, too.
Of course. Definitely. You are a legendary DJ, just so you know. So,
I mean, thank you. I don't, that's an opinion.
I don't think there's nobody that doesn't know who you are.
Like, listen, man, this New York City, we as DJs, we know the tiers. So at the end of the day, it's like you gotta shout out the DJs that paved the way.
Yes.
And there are DJs that paved the way for you, and you are one of the DJs that would pave the way for us. And and so on and so forth.
So on and so on.
Shout out to the DJs that paved the way for me. I like shouting them out all the time, like Ron G, Kid Capri, Red Alert, Funk Flex, Clue, SNS, Craig G. So many DJs that I used to listen to coming up. So I just wanted to shout a few of the names.
That's good, because I was going to ask you who influenced you, but since you talked about that already, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into actually DJing?
My uncle used to give me Ron G mixtape. I used to listen to Ron G mixtapes all the time when Miss Jones used to sing at the intro of his mixtapes at the blend tapes. I used to see Kid Capri DJing at the end of Def Comedy Jam. I used to listen to 98.7 Kiss and hear Red Alert killing it in the 90s. Funk Flex when Hot 97 first started. Clue tapes in the early to mid 90s in the mixtape game as well. All these people influenced me, and one day I convinced my pops to get me some bootleg Radio Shack belt drive turntables with some dirty ass mixer. I don't even remember what it was. And I just used to be in my room practicing, trying to mimic what I heard on the radio, or what I saw Kid Capri do at the end of Def Comedy Jam or on his mixtapes, or what I heard Ron G doing on the mixtapes. I used to try to mimic and do that. And that's how it started, really.
A lot of people don't realize or remember that Radio Shack used to sell mixes.
Yeah, Radio Shack.
Or remember Radio Shack?
They used to either have the little joints with the two inputs in the back, the two RCA, and then the plug-in, or they had the long.
I just want to say there's a whole age group that doesn't even know Radio Shack.
I was just about to say that. Like, he's saying people don't know Radio Shack is just people don't know what Radio Shack is.
Or the Wiz. Or the Wiz. Like, come on.
Nobody beats the Wiz. Yeah, that's my era.
The Wiz used to sell vinyl.
Yeah.
Facts. And Tower Records was my spot
too.
That's you bringing it back. You bringing it back right now.
When he said Ron G, I'm like, I used to that Ron G, like Polo Grounds.
Legendary.
Yes.
Crazy. Like that's classic. Like those DJs were so monumental in the craft. It's just crazy. Like Double R, Arson, like
Arson. Wow, I forgot about Arson.
Ron Classic. G, even like Clue took it to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had Clue became the LeBron James at that point in time of the mixtape era.
Yeah.
There were so many other
By the way, shout to DJ Clue. That's my guy, and he's the reason I DJ for Mariah Carey. By the way,
I was gonna ask you that how you got involved with that. I know you've shared this story before, but please share it with us.
Well, I interned for Mariah Carey's record label back in the day that she had with Sony Music back in the day called Crave Records. But I was around her, but she doesn't remember me from then. Where I built a relationship with her is because Clue left Hot 97, where he was doing the Monday night mixtape, and ended up getting the gig at Power 105, which he's had for endless years now, 5 days a week. So he was producing for her, and he was her friend. So she wanted him to go on her tour, her big tour, the Adventures of Mimi tour, and he couldn't do the whole tour because now he got this 5 days a week gig. So I had a relationship with Clue as a young broke DJ, you know what I'm saying? And we had a relationship, and he put me on the tour, like 90 to 95% of the tour, and he just came and did big cities. And I ended up doing my thing. She liked what I did on that stage in front of her audience, and we built a friendship and a relationship, and ended up being her DJ after that.
That is dope. That is dope. Now, no offense to Mariah, but was this what the highlight of your career, or is there anything else that you want to say was actually the highlight of your career?
There's so many highlights, man.
So far.
DJing for Mariah Carey, who I was a fan of before I even became friends with her and family with her, was a highlight for me. Then her having me open up at Madison Square Garden in my home city by myself for her, like literally me by myself in front of 20,000 people in Madison Square Garden, was a highlight. You know, I never had a real TV gig. Like I guest DJ on 106 in Park a couple of times, and Basement and all that, but I never really had a TV gig. So the Wendy Williams show, being able to do that 5 days a week is a big deal for me. It depends when you're asking. When I first got on radio on radio in Connecticut before I got on Power 105.1, that was an accomplishment. Being on Power 105.1 is an accomplishment. You know, I'm still trying to get more of my dreams and more of my journey going.
That's so dope. All right, let me ask this question, because I hear there was a lot of controversy about it. So how did you get into the Wendy Williams situation?
Yeah, Wendy just called me. It's so funny. There was controversy for absolutely no reason.
No reason, right?
Yeah. So the last DJ, which was Boof, I don't know what the situation was, but he was let go. And she ended up calling me because I had guest DJ'd a couple of times. And she just called me and said, "Yo, we need a DJ. I like the way your vibe was on the show." And she personally hired me. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the whole story. But you know, the blogs made things a movie, and then I read, you know, I don't know. I read that Boof had said a few things publicly, but the truth is, he got laid off for whatever reason. I don't even know what the reason is, and I got hired.
Yeah,
that's what.
What was your relationship with him prior? Did you ever meet him before?
Yeah, I knew Boof. We were cool.
Oh, okay.
We were cool, but you know, there's some things that he did and he said that I don't want to say here publicly.
No.
That I'll never say. But we were, you know, we're industry cool. It's not like you met my family or anything like that, but we're industry cool. We used to FaceTime each other, talk about a couple of things. Not all the time, just once in a blue moon. And that was really the relationship with him.
Okay.
Kind of the same relationship I have with a lot of DJs in this game.
Yeah. Well, I guess that just went left for no reason. And hey, it is what it is. You're there now and you're doing your thing. So
salute that.
Thank you, yo. And shout out to DJBoof too, man, because he's a great DJ. And I heard he's doing this thing in the clubs in Atlanta and a bunch of other things. So shout out to Boof.
Yes, shout out to Boof. Let's get over to relationship talk. So I have a topic for you. I'm not gonna ask you about your actual relationship status or anything like that.
You could ask me. I got a girl.
Okay. Well, you said it. I didn't ask you. All right.
It's not a big deal.
No, some people be like, they give you the look, or there's like that, you know, like a deer in headlights for like a second.
If you can't publicly say, listen, now I got a girl, I got a guy, then they ain't really a guy, your girl.
Exactly. And they want to keep it like that. So I didn't know. So I didn't want to invade your privacy. But since you already were open enough to say you got a girl, shout out to her. So the topic that I have for you, how soon would you post your partner? Let's just say you guys just met on social media.
Mm-hmm.
How much of actually showing them would you say is actually too much?
Where's the limit at? Where's the limit?
Where's your limit?
I think that's circumstantial, honestly. I personally, like, me and her just went to Puerto Rico for her birthday. So I posted her mainly on my stories of us showing them that we're having a good time, right?
Mhm.
But I personally, like, she likes to post on the gram. I more like to keep things private because I know people are vicious and people are looking for a reason to hate and people are looking for a reason to sabotage and stuff. So that's me. But I post from time to time, but then there's other people that'll tell you, no, we post each other every motherfucking day. So,
Yeah.
I just think it's circumstantial. For me personally, I'm not going to hide, that I have a situation, but I try to keep things as private as possible. And I try to keep my page more about my career than my personal life. Even though I know fans nowadays like to get in your personal life. It's just that people are vicious on the internet and social media for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, would you find the person that doesn't post their partner at all sneaky, per se?
Some people, I've had these conversations before. Some people feel it's sneaky, but I know people, and I would never say names, but I know people who post each other all the time and they're both cheating on each other. So I personally think Instagram is a fake world. Like, look, you don't want to hide the person, but Instagram, whether you're posting or not, doesn't create whether you're loyal or not. 100%.
Very true.
It shouldn't determine that at all. Like, I asked somebody one day, I said, listen, before Instagram and Facebook, were you in MySpace when MySpace is out, but when you were in a relationship, did you literally walk outside and tell people that hey, I got a girl?
No.
Hey,
social media messed up the world, yo. It's like you didn't take a Polaroid back in the 90s and start showing people outside. Like, look at my look.
Like you do that. Like you didn't drive in your car and be like, hey. It wasn't that. So now that social media made it so accessible to people's lives.
Yeah.
It's just like it's food. Like it's like food to people. Like people literally wake up and eat Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and shit like that and really be full.
Yeah,
besides like family and relationship, those are kind of like the most private things. So that's why I asked, of course, this relationship. So I asked about the relationship. But how soon did you actually post your partner?
Damn, when was the first time? I mean, it was within a half a year, maybe, or something like that.
Okay, so it wasn't like we just met. This is crazy chemistry.
Nah.
Everybody look at them.
And we have, not to put our business out there, but we had a couple of discussions because she really feels like posting on Instagram shows that you're about that person. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I probably wouldn't, I'm just being honest, I probably wouldn't have posted like that because I just don't like people in my business. You know what I'm saying? But I understand that too. I understand that they feel like in a social media world where everybody has access to everybody, they want you to put their energy out there and show that you're about them. But like I said, I know people who do that all the time and they're completely disloyal to each other. So I try to keep it to I do it and I try to keep it to a certain balance.
Okay, so there is a limit
for me, like, because I don't want to make my gram about that. I want my gram to be about people feeding it to me and my career and all that. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I just don't like the fact that, like, let's say you break up with somebody. God forbid I don't want to break up with anybody, but it happens. Then you gotta go and delete all these pictures and look stupid. Like,
you gotta clean your whole gram.
Yeah, so I just like keeping it more business. I do think you should post from time to time just to put it out there, but that's my preference. Some people are different.
Do you feel like you have that preference because you are who you are, like a DJ, a high, like low key celebrity DJ?
Nah, I don't even look at myself like a celebrity DJ. Other people be telling me that. I don't see it like that. I'm just real private about my situations, yo.
Okay.
I've seen how people are. They try to critique your relationship. They try to figure out what's going on. If you guys post each other, there might be some chick that wants to test the waters and hit him, or some dude that tries to test the waters and hit you just because they see y'all happy. And it's just a big mess. I just rather, if you don't put that energy out there, then there's no hating.
It can't be attacked.
That's usually the case. That's usually the case with people. Like, it's the happiness. It's other people's happiness that
it drives people crazy.
It hurts other people. Like, and this world, this generations are literally like brainwashed by people's happiness and hurt by it.
Yeah. And then people also, then on Instagram, you put your relationship out there. People start watching your every move and misread things. I just like to keep Instagram to mostly business.
That is true.
Sometimes it's hard though, because people be getting a little upset nowadays. Like females get a little upset. They get a little in their feelings. Oh, you ain't post me for my birthday. Oh, why you ain't post that we went out to eat? Like,
yeah, but like, see, certain things are understandable. Like for Valentine's Day, I posted me and my girl. You know what I'm saying? To let them know, because I know she would want that, and to put that energy out there that I have a girl. But for me personally, I don't need to do it all the time. Birthdays, I get it. Valentine's Day, I get it. I could understand why they would be upset. I've had those discussions, but for me, I like to keep it mostly business.
Mostly business, you see?
Listen, I was a fan of the non-posting for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it was just the chemistry and the feel for that we had, that I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I don't even care. Like, I'm gonna just post it. And the feedback was what the feedback was, but it wasn't negative, it was all positive. So it's like, to me, it just embraced the change in me.
Yeah.
That I was more open to be,
public
about what I'm doing in my relationship.
It depends on like I said, that if that works for you, that works for you. Everybody's a different preference. I also think it depends where you are in your relationship. Like if you're with somebody for years, you guys have kids, you're married, then, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we got a game that we do before guests leave. It is Kill, Smash, Marry.
I used to have this game on one of my.
Apologize to your wifey right now, just in case.
Let me just say I'm not smashing anything early.
No,
I don't get in trouble.
It's just a game. It's just a game. It's like Monopoly. Ain't none of us buying Boardwalk. So,
actually, we're gonna toss a coin. If you call it, then you don't have to answer. If you don't get it, then you have to answer the Kill, Smash, Marry.
Let's get it.
Let's see what we got.
You motherfuckers, you guys got a two-sided coin, heads and heads.
No.
Actually, I don't. Look.
It's a
okay.
So I just flip it. Like what you call what you want.
Call what you want.
I call heads.
Okay, so if it's
on heads, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
If it goes to tails, you have to answer our question.
All right.
Head.
All right.
He's good.
You're good.
That's a trick app. I know it's a trick app, but let's do it.
No.
Nah.
It's
on heads. It lands on heads.
You good.
All right, let's get it.
So, Sus still wants to answer.
Oh, you still want to answer? Let's go. Well, I'll give you the question.
Oh, I didn't have to answer heads. Oh, I
won. But now you're good. Welcome to the
you know what?
Show.
I'm a player, man. I'm from radio, so if you guys want me to answer, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
Welcome to the game show.
Welcome to the game show.
Welcome to the game show.
Now,
because our last guest skipped out, got lucky.
Yeah, Mr. Hanky.
No, he had the answer. It was Swaggy C.
Swaggy C. She skipped out.
Yeah,
she skipped out.
She got lucky.
Shout to Swaggy C.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Swaggy C.
She will be on this
Yo, Swaggy, if you watching this, why you checking out? It's just a game.
So I had to switch it for Mr. Hanky. So I'm gonna keep it.
No, one of them is definitely Mariah's in it.
Nah. I'm not gonna put Mariah in there.
Why not?
Because
I can't answer it if you put Mariah. Mariah's like my family.
Okay.
Yeah, Mariah's family. Yeah. All right, so look, we're gonna do this. There's a Kill, Marry, Smash.
Yes.
Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you trying to get me all the way fucked up.
yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That's the same.
So what is it? What is it? Smash,
Kill, Marry, Smash.
What does kill mean? Like killer for real?
Like you don't need it.
I mean,
like we talk about murder.
No. Just like
we do not promote murder or violence.
Listen, we do not promote violence on the show. There will be an advisory at the end of the show if you guys are listening. So we do not promote.
We'll put pass instead. So people.
All right, we'll put pass. I'll put pass. I won't put kill.
All right. Well, we can't marry Nicki Minaj because she's married.
No. This is a hypothetical.
This is a hypothetical question.
Okay.
We ain't talking about no marriage, nothing. Cardi's married too. We're not talking about none of their marriages.
Yeah.
All right. So, she is married too. So
everybody's single. Everybody's single.
Hold up. I don't know Megan, but I know Cardi and Nicki. Nicki, Cardi. This is just a game. All right.
Yes.
Marry Nicki, smash Cardi, kill Megan, and that's because I don't.
Megan.
I don't know Megan, and plus she's really tall. I'm more.
You tall yourself.
You're tall.
Shout out to my girlfriend. This is a game, babe. But my girl's 5'1". I'm more into short girls. I've dated tall girls in my life, but I'm more into short girls.
You are tall though. You know that, right, Sess?
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Oh, okay.
But for me, I don't want a girl looking me in my eye and like, "What's up,
yeah.
nigga?" Like,
Megan's about 6'3" too. Megan's about like 6'3".
Yeah, that means she's looking me eye to eye. That's just
yeah. She might dunk on you if y'all play.
But shout, once again, this is a game. Shout to my boy Party. My boy Partisan Fontaine is with Megan right now. Shout to them. They look happy as hell. Shout to Cardi and Offset, and shout to Nikki and her husband.
Yes.
This is just a game.
So wifey, don't kill him.
Take it personal. Yes. They don't. It ain't
Just
happening.
one got stabbed. More news at 5. You're gonna hear this shit once.
I do not want any kind of that backlash.
No.
It's just fun. It's so fun.
Yes. We appreciate you for chopping it up with us on Him or Her Talk. Just let the people know one last time before you leave, like where to find you and anything you got coming up that you want to let them know, like put it out there.
I got a lot of things in the works. The only ones I can really discuss right now is I'm trying to work on some horror movies. You know what I'm saying?
You'll be acting?
No, I'm not an actor. I just want to produce. I'm a big fan of. I grew up in the 80s, and I was a big fan of like Nightmare on Elm Street and the Friday the 13th and the Halloween, and the way New Line Cinema. The whole company, New Line Cinema, was birthed because of a Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Right. So I'm just a big fan of all that, and I always wanted to create horror movies. So I'm trying.
Was that like your first like official scary? Did that scare the shit out of you?
When I was a kid, it scared me. I don't remember what was my first scare. I remember Poltergeist, not that new bullshit, but the Poltergeist in the 80s, late 70s. That shit scared the shit out of me.
Nah, I think Poltergeist.
Mine was Freddy.
Poltergeist was cool, but when I saw Nightmare on Elm Street, see, Poltergeist dealt with like supernatural shit. I knew that wasn't happening outside, but it was when Nightmare on Elm Street came out, and it had to do with your actual dreams. And the way that shit looked, I was like,
when you watch it now, you're like, seriously?
Nigga had to stay open with his eyes wide open.
Freddy is still my shit. That was my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
I watch it now and I laugh. Yo,
these type of movies are made to scare kids and teenagers. We older, like we look at it like everything's fake. Bills scare us now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, but it's the cinematography that just, that makes me laugh now.
Yeah.
When I looked at it back then, I was like, oh shit.
It was good for the time.
You know? Right. Yeah. And then when I look at it now, I'm like, come on.
So look, I was gonna say that I'm trying to work on that. I got some artists coming out. Shout to Leah Robinson. I'm on the Wendy Show. You can follow me on Instagram at DJSus1. That's across all social media, but I'm predominantly on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And that's really it. Go check my website out, thefeaturepresentation.com. That's movie news and TV show news. And I got some big things coming up, but I can't really discuss it right now because we're still in the works. Okay. Well, I appreciate you once again for chopping it up with us. This was good. It definitely got to get up to speed with everything you got going on. I look forward to whatever movies you're dropping so we could go see that. Yeah, it's going to take some time, but I'm going to let you guys know. And I appreciate you guys for having me on the show. I like this whole setup y'all got too in the background. It's lit.